My name is Riley, and I don't usually stay out this late. But tonight, the pub feels different. Warmer, louder, alive in a way that makes you forget the hour. The lights hang low, painting everything in amber. People talk too close, laugh too loudly, and the smell of beer mixes with fried food and rain-soaked jackets. She's at the bar when I see her. Short hair, black leather jacket, a half-empty pint in front of her. She's talking to the bartender with that quiet confidence of someone who doesn't need to raise her voice to be heard. Her name's Alex. I learn that when she turns and smiles like she already knows mine. Crowded night for someone who looks like they'd rather be home, she says. Observation or judgment? Just guessing how long you'll last. I laugh, even though she's right. Depends on the company. Lucky you, she says, tapping the stool beside her. We talk, not about big things, just the kind that make strangers feel familiar. Music, travel, bad first dates, the best fries in town. She tells me she works nights, that pubs like this are her version of daylight. The rain starts again outside, tapping against the windows in sync with the bass line. I glance at the door, thinking about leaving, and she catches it. Stay, she says simply. You'll regret it if you don't. Something in her tone, calm, sure, keeps me there. We end up sharing a second pint, then a third. By the time the clock above the bar blinks past midnight, the world outside might as well not exist. It's just us. Laughter, music, the clinking of glasses. When she leans closer to say something, I forget to listen. I'm too busy memorizing the color of her eyes in the dim light. And somewhere between her joke and my silence, I realize I've stopped counting how long I'll stay. The pub closes later than I expected. Lights dim, chairs turn upside down. The bartender hums while counting tips. Outside, rain is still falling. Not a storm, just the kind that feels like the city exhaling. Alex throws on her jacket and nods toward the door. Come on, she says. You survived longer than I thought. I had good motivation, I reply. We step outside. The sound of rain is louder here, echoing off brick walls and puddles. The street is empty, just neon reflections and the faint smell of wet asphalt. She lights a cigarette, shielding it from the drizzle. The flame flickers against her face, sharp jawline, wet hair, eyes that look softer in the dark. You walk or drive? She asks. Walk. I like the quiet after places like that. She smiles. Same. We start down the street. Our shoulders brush once, then again. Not accidental, not entirely deliberate. The rain soaks through my jacket, but I don't care. We don't talk much now. We don't have to. The silence feels easy, like a song that doesn't need lyrics. At the corner, she stops under the awning of a closed bookstore. Her hair drips onto her collar. She looks at me, that small, half-daring smile still there. You ever notice how the world gets smaller when it rains? She asks. I shake my head. No, but I'm noticing it now. She takes a slow breath, watching me. You always wait for the other person to move first, don't you? Maybe, I whisper. Maybe I'm just trying not to mess things up. Her voice lowers. Maybe you're overthinking again. And then, before I can respond, she steps closer. Not rushed, not dramatic. Just close enough for the rain between us to stop existing. The city noise fades. The air smells like beer and rain and something new. She doesn't kiss me. She just leans her forehead against mine. Quiet, deliberate, like punctuation at the end of a sentence that shouldn't end. When she finally pulls back, she's smiling. Guess you'll have to come back next Friday. Guess I will. The rain eases to a drizzle as we part ways. I walk home lighter, the world glowing with leftover neon and something I can't quite name,